Good morning folks and welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different one this morning. No video for you to watch, just simply a clip for you to listen to. And this is specifically if you are in support of our validating node, you're in support of our projects and you're part of our ecosystem. A lot of people have been waiting for a further update on the node situation. As per our previous video, we had a big situation in hand to deal with. It was rather serious, but as always, we've pushed forward, we've persevered, we've not got caught up in a schlob, and we have come up with a solution. So let's start with the node, nice and simple. The node is safe. I am here, I'm validating the blockchain, even when it's come down to me having to put some extra money in from my own back pocket. It's always been like this for us. We are an underdog. We fight, and then we continue to fight regardless of the outcome. Now, all nodes raised their monthly cost from $480 to around $2,800 a month. All nodes have now gone back on this and they are going, I think it's $2,000 a month. That's still way too much for us to be paying for a node operation. So what we're going to be doing is making the step to another node infrastructure. They're well known in the community and we're simply going to be moving to PFC nodes in around a month and a half to 2 months. Do you need to do anything? No, you do not need to do a thing. You don't need to touch your coins. You don't need to move anything. There's nothing we require from you on your side. The transition will simply happen on our end. So during the time of figuring this out, I had to weigh things out, I had to weigh the options out. And when weighing these options out, we also have our own lives to weigh into this, right? Owning all of the equipment to run the infrastructure from my own home. There was a lot of hiccups involved in this, especially when it comes to moving home, right? I live just outside London. It's very common for someone like me to just consistently move around all the time. It's not going to be good for the node. It's not a good basis, right? I'm also a YouTuber, which means I have a large digital footprint. The node operating from my home would mean it's operating under my IP address. It becomes a very easy target. Now, when you rent infrastructure, it's very, very highly complex to commit a DDoS attack, which is where you simply just send millions of requests to a server, a node, an operating system for it to just cough and then fall over and die. Now, if I did run it from my own house, I'm looking at around $1,000 a month, which is around, well, it's just over £1,000 because of the exchange rate. Now, running it from my own home is going to require me to be here all the time, 24/7, because if something goes wrong, I've got to jump in and address that straight away. If the network starts to fail because someone didn't update, i.e. Terra this weekend, we had a 6-hour outage to be precise. It's not, you know, all of these things have been weighed in, right? And I just don't have the time to run a node from my home the same way other people do, because a lot of these people, they have businesses, right? Anyway, the point is, it's better for us to rent our infrastructure. Our running cost is going to be $1,500, which is around the normal price for infrastructure in LUNC. If there ever becomes a time when we can get it somewhere else cheaper, we will be doing that. We're only tied into a 1-month kind of end of term contract. Would be that we have to give a month's notice before we pick up and move to another infrastructure rental service. So we have lots of options. This is a really good move for the node. I believe it's the best move that we can make right now. And, you know, it helps someone out inside the LUNC community and it keeps us safe. That's the most important thing. It runs smoothly, it runs efficiently. And for a prime example is, you know, went from operation, things didn't go the way they were supposed to go. I was paralyzed from the neck down. So good luck with me using my hands for absolutely anything, right? The node ran fine. The balance was there. It was topped up. The system runs normal. Okay. If that was running from my home, we would have had a big issue. So you can already see where I'm coming from with this. So I think that really does tie up the node as to what's going on, where we're going. And the only thing left to explain on that is simply why it's going to take 2 months to make the move. All nodes informed us of the price hike from $480 a month to $2,800 a month. So what did we do? We topped up the account with $2,800 worth of our commission. Then they drop the price. So that means that the money is going to last for around a month and a half to 2 months. No, all nodes don't do refunds. I've already asked and asked again. Them dropping the price to $2,000, you know, hopefully they keep some people, but it's simply a business choice for us here at HCC. And by us, I mean myself and the cat. So moving forward with the Hatchery, Penguin Island, and having a little chit chat about that. The Hatchery was supposed to come out just before I went in for my operation, and we were rushing even more, and it just seemed like we were going to bring a rushed project to a community, and we didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that, so what I did was put it on hold. I've seen a lot of people that are simply going, you know, I stopped it all, oh, it's over, this, that, and the other, people panicking, which is totally understandable, but you guys should know me by now. I don't give up easy. Even when a boat wipes me out completely, breaks my back, nearly cuts me in half, I'm still here, still providing content, and I still was around a week and a half later after that accident. So I'm here, okay? We have good ties with Exodus. I've helped them so much throughout their process that anything that I need, I can get from their development team. If I need smart contracts, anything like that, I can simply get it from them. So the next phase of the Hatchery is likely to come in the next 2 to 3 months, depending on how I get it together, how well the idea works, and how well it plays in a testnet environment. So it is coming, folks, but the most important thing is here at HCC is I do things right. I don't like to do things twice. I like to just hit on it once and that be that. LUNC Penguins was built as a single project, not to be run by anyone. No one needs to have a hand in it. It simply just keeps turning itself over. It keeps compounding its rewards, and then it pays you folks out. The rewards continue to go up because it has an awesome auto compounding feature. It has its own pool, and it simply uses the staking rewards from that pool. It never touches the pool only grows. So the next phase of Penguins is pretty much expanding the collection a little bit more. Yes, the Hatchery is going to send your staking rewards upwards more than you were getting than now, because obviously our proceeds, after we pay staff, anyone that's had a hand in a project, the rest of it then goes into the treasury to boost everything and move things forward. So Penguin Island, right? Penguin Island is a dream. It's something that I dreamt of, spoken about it loads of times, got involved with Clue with it, and we took it to the next level and made that idea, that concept, that dream a reality. It's one big, huge extra. Now, what people need to understand is we can't make huge amounts of headway with that until Exodus goes into a full launch, right? Because they've got so much to do. And we've got so much to do. If it's going to be a play to earn island, right, then we need to have play to earn games. We've got to have a pool. There's all of these different things. So you need to understand that Penguin Islands is a 1 to 2 year process of getting it from alpha to beta to a full playable island that pays out rewards simply to people that own penguins. I'm working as hard as I can externally outside of LUNC so I can spend as much time as I possibly can here in LUNC, even if that means me making videos before work and all of the other ins and outs with that. Now, everything's still on course, okay? Everything's still happening. It's just that we've had to slow it down a little bit, okay? Like I was saying, I'm just one person. I'm simply one man. I'm not paid by the blockchain to be here, and I've been here for nearly a year now. Everything we've done, all the burning we've done has come from our own back pocket, i.e. myself and my cat. It's all come from us. We've always put ourselves out there. We've made the effort, and we're still making the effort. So staking with us, it's, you know, there's so many node operators out there and they're all kind of warring against each other. And I always at the beginning said to people, you know, you should spread your stake out and things like that, and be conservative and considerate with your delegations. But the biggest issue we're finding right now is there's factions, right? People are just simply not voting. There's all these different people not voting. All I can say for myself is, without trying to butter it up and, you know, boost myself up, I'm simply that I'm back, I'm voting. Our node has stayed strong in a very dire time, and you can simply increase the burns in the future. As soon as we've moved over to PFC nodes, we'll be burning again. You can simply increase the burns. You can increase the amount of time I get to spend here at the computer by simply supporting our node, supporting the YouTube channel, watching the content, and I'll be about more. I'll be here more often. I'll be able to produce things faster, and we'll be able to do the things that we were doing previously to provide good sentiment into the community. But my main concern has been over the past few weeks since I got back is to simply just get back, get into order, start going through things slowly, get back on my feet, get the algorithm going, then we can start to address the situations in hand. The node was a huge situation for me to break down and figure out how we can best make this bad situation better serve us. And we have, and we will be resuming burning. And all I can simply say is, if you want to increase the burns, if you want to delegate with someone who actually cares about the LUNC community, is not just simply going to fuel you with all loads of different kinds of bad news, good news. We just simply take what's being put in front of us, what people are saying, and then we relay that back to you and we let you know how we're feeling about it. And I think that's a positive thing. I think more YouTubers should be like that, instead of this whole kind of robotic process of, you guys know how it goes with everything, the thumbnails, the shock stuff, i.e. the thumbnail cats. But everything here at HCC is going as planned. I plan to just push forward, now the node's sorted, to now just start pushing forward with the hatchery and start trying to get that together a little bit better. And the idea of it is to not just simply bring the next part of the project, but it's actually to bring something interesting, a good concept, something that it can be utilized inside the Exodus metaverse and Penguin Island. So folks, that's really all I've got to update you about. I think this pretty much covers the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, everything that you needed to know currently about the node, Penguin Island, and the hatchery. So we're pushing forward, we're still here. Folks, stay safe, have a really nice day wherever you are, beware of scammers, stay humble, stay aware, all of that stuff, and, you know, I will catch you in the next one.